Guys, it's Isaac from EOS Dublin, and today I wanted to take a quick look at your account permissions. Now, you can set up your account permissions and make them more secure in just about 30 seconds, and I just had to do this with my account because my account was part of the Genesis snapshot, and if you are part of the Genesis snapshot, your owner and your active keys are exactly the same. Now, that's fine, but changing your active key and having a separate active key than your owner key gives you another layer of protection, and it's just good practice for everybody. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that, and I just did it for the first time. I was nervous to do it, but using the gray mask tool, it took me about 30 seconds. So I thought while it was still on my mind, I would help you guys do it too if you're in that same position. Okay, so in this video, we're going to assume that you are familiar with gray mask and a gray mask tool. If you don't have it and you want to follow along, just Google gray mask EOS Voter and download the latest version for your operating system. I'll put a link below the video. So anyways, here's the tool. And I'm also assuming that you are able to log into gray mask and you already have a EOS account in there, and you've already added your private key and you already have an account that you can work with. That's the beginning, because we're not talking about creating a new account. We're talking about just changing your permissions. So you've logged in, you're connected to an account, and then you jump over here to the Tools tab, and there's going to be three tools that we're going to use to create new permissions. The one is Manage Wallets. That's where after you've created the permission, you have to import your new permission to keep using gray mask. Permissions is where you change the permission itself. And then the key generator is where you create your new keys. So we're going to start with the key generator. That's the first one. If you scroll up to the key generator, you see that you can press this key as much as you want. You're generating public and private keys. Then copy those to the clipboard and save them securely, right? You always, especially when you're handling permissions, you have to be super careful. It's a dangerous operation, and make sure that whatever key you used is saved in triplicate, and it's safe, and that you have the private key and the public key saved somewhere that you will never lose, because you're going to need this private key. It's going to become the basis of your new active key. All right, now we just got to go over to permissions. You can see that every EOS account has the active and owner permission. My problem was that my owner and active permission were exactly the same from the Genesis snapshot. And then you're just going to click Modify. When you click this button, I'm not going to do it because I just did it, but when you click this button, you'll have a spot to put in a new public key. So once again, you're just allocating the public key to your EOS account, and you keep the private key for yourself. And so that's safe and it's sacred. So once you've done that, it'll give you these warnings, altering account permissions. This is really dangerous. Make sure you hang on to your private key. That's what I've just been saying. So all of that is good, but the basic outcome of this action is you get a different active key than your owner key. So that's basically it. You can see we're finished with it, and it really only took 20 seconds or so. Now your final step is to manage your wallet, and then you'll need to import another account. Okay, so when you import the account, paste in your private key again. And that should be the new private key that you just created for your active account, for the active key for your account. All right, that is really all there is to it. Just those three commands. So you go to Tools in gray mask, you generate a key, you change your permission. You then manage wallets and import the new key. Now, keep in mind, you're going to have to, so when I did this and I went back to my scatter application, I was working on Everpedia, and my key wasn't valid because I had the owner key in there and not the active key. So I had to delete my identity, make a new identity in order to start interacting with applications again. But it didn't change my account at all. The final thing you can do is go to something like EOS Flare and make sure to look at your keys, and you'll see the transaction for. Let me just bring that up. So yeah, if you go over to EOS Flare. So the final thing to do is to go to EOS Flare or some kind of block explorer like that. You can take a look at your account. Of course, your account name is the same. Your active and owner keys are now different, right? So you can see those are different. And then you'll also see that you have updated the authorization and created a new active key. I like to vote directly after it, just to make sure that I'm still able to use my account, or go edit something on Everpedia or something like that just to check it. All right, that's basically it. All right, that's it. I hope this is helpful. As you can see, it only took me about 30 seconds to do it, but I have to make sure to save my private key and be really careful with it as I would normally. Also, the active permission that you've just set now controls your account. So when you go back into Scatter and you're ready to interact with EOS applications, you'll have to import that active permission in order to access the applications that you normally use. Okay, have a great day. Make sure to vote EOS Dublin WOW.